Oh boy, these guys are near and dear to my heart. First, I'd like to introduce Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and I got to say, well, I would say they have a special place in my heart, but it's really more my liver, I think, that they reside in. But about the best thing I can say about Sierra Nevada is when I go to the bar at the airport in about 3.5 hours, I will ask for Sierra Nevada. And if they're out of them or they don't have them, I will ask them for a beer that tastes like Sierra Nevada. And to me, that's about the best compliment you can pay someone who brews beer for a company that brews beer for a living. Whew, maybe I had too many last night. All right, so we're going to take a look at a short video, and then we'll proceed.
Yeah, we've made a huge investment in Northern California. Our brewery is one of the larger breweries in the country. We buy bottles and cans and a lot of other raw materials that are made right here in Northern California. The brewing process is sort of a balance of alchemy, chemistry, and art. The power rates are high, and a lot of the peak generation and other tariffs that really add to our power bill are pretty significant. So we're doing all we can to try to be good stewards and to be efficient in our energy use, but California still does have a pretty significant disadvantage for most manufacturers as far as energy costs. Having a sales tax exemption in California is going to be a great asset, and we'll continue to invest and spend money on equipment over the next few years. We've done a lot around energy creation and efficiency. We've got more than 10,000 solar panels here on the brewery roof. We've had a lot of employees who have come to us with very little skills, and we've spent quite a bit of time developing those employees and those skills, and we've had people go from sort of entry-level positions to becoming brewers or working in the packaging lines or maintenance mechanics. So we have a lot of homegrown talent here that we've been fortunate enough over the years to develop, and they've ended up being a big part of our operation.
The brains behind the operation, Ken Grossman's here, and then the brains behind the bottling operation, Ryan Modlin's here as well. So I think I will bring them up to tell their story. Please give them a nice hand.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ryan Modlin, Vice President, Government Affairs, Owens, Illinois, or OI. If you look on the bottom of a bottle, you'll see a little mark that says OI. That's us. So next time you're drinking a Sierra Nevada bottle, you can look at the bottom, and that's us, and we make those bottles in LA. We have 3 plants in California. We employ over 900 men and women, and we make millions of bottles a day, billions a year. We are the world's largest glass container company and proud partner of Sierra Nevada and many other craft brewers. Our partnership with Sierra Nevada started with pallets of bottles going up the I-5 from our Vernon plant to the Chico brewery. Today, we sell and truck millions of bottles just for Sierra Nevada, not only in California, but at the new brewery in North Carolina. Congratulations on that one, Ken. As you saw in the video, Sierra Nevada has been hugely influential in the craft brewing sector. They produce a great beer, the Pale Ale, which is a personal favorite of mine, and I think right now we've got a couple cases in our refrigerator at home, unless the neighbors came over last night and consumed them.
Is it that McHale guy again?
It is.
He uses everybody.
He does. Yeah, how he got into our house, anyway. But Sierra Nevada really popularized a new taste, hop-forward beer, and an entire generation of drinkers get to enjoy a Sierra Nevada around the United States. Ken's vision and commitment to the craft brewing segment is world-class. He shows real leadership. In fact, Sierra Nevada really can be credited for starting a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States. Over 30 years ago, we like to say the craft brewing industry really started here in Northern California. and Ken was at the forefront of that. He's a recognized pioneer. It can't be understated. OI's seen firsthand how he can grow a market segment, and not only his own brewery and company, but those around him, his competitors. I was at the Craft Brewers show in Denver a couple months ago, and the overwhelming theme there, and this touches home not only in glass container, but also craft beer, quality. He produces a quality beer. There's a reason why when Adam goes and says, if you don't have a Sierra Nevada, I want one that tastes like it. You set the standard. And that's why you're here today. That's why the CMTA is recognizing you as one of the manufacturing leaders. And it's a proud recognition. But that's not the only leadership quality. His brewery is a leader in sustainability as well. So Ken, we're honored to work with you in Sierra Nevada, and I'm honored to present with you today the California Manufacturing Excellence Award. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It's a great honor to be up here, and I was telling Adam briefly that I grew up in Southern California as well. My family actually came from La Cañada, where Adam's recently moved to. So I'm a California boy. You know, one thing that Adam also brought up was sort of the lack of training for the next generation of people to work in manufacturing. When I went to junior high school, in Southern California, we actually had a foundry in our junior high. We had a machine shop. We had a small engine repair shop. Unheard of, this was at a junior high school, unheard of today, I think, to help prepare the generation of people who maybe aren't cut out to go to advanced college and to get into those fields. We really need to be prepared, I think, to invest in our youth and to have that next generation of people who are willing and knowledgeable to help in manufacturing. When I moved to Chico in the early 70s, I enrolled in our junior college there and studied chemistry and eventually moved to Chico State. But when I decided to start a brewery in the late 70s, I went back to the junior college, and at that point, Butte College still had refrigeration repair, TIG welding, all the skills that I thought I would need to build my brewery and to be a manufacturer and be self-sufficient. And I really credit that with a lot of my success was just the ability to do a lot of that myself, to understand the processes that were necessary to make something myself. When we finally opened the brewery, I started the project in 1978, but we finally made beer in 1980. It was really the low point of brewing in America. There were just a little bit over 40 total companies making beer in America. That included Anheuser-Busch, Miller, Coors, Olympia, all the brands that some of you may have recalled. But there were roughly 20 family breweries that were struggling to survive and to find a niche market, and they were closing at a pretty rapid rate. And what happened in California was the foundation, the creation of craft brewing. And I think the fact that we had a very receptive public, we had a lot of things happening in food and wine throughout the Bay Area and other areas in the West Coast, that allowed craft brewing to get its foothold, and we were part of that early renaissance. There are now about 3,000 craft brewers in America. There's hundreds in California alone. And what's happened in California and started in California has spread worldwide. There's now craft brewers coming to America, coming to California to figure out what we made so successful here. So I'm a California boy, and I'm proud to say that being in California allowed us to grow our business. So thank you all very much.
I don't know if, thank you, Ryan and Ken, if I can only hear Sierra Nevada so many times before I start getting the shakes. I don't know if it's the DTs or I felt like a dog when he hears the can opener. You know, it's come on, one more time, I'm gonna charge you. I know you got one on you, Ken. I know there's got to be one on you somewhere. I'll find it. I'll wring you like a bar rag. I'll get some of that beautiful golden elixir out of you, or maybe that's not what's coming out. I don't know, but either way, we're going to talk after this. we're going to have a nice slur after this, is what I'm saying.